Alrighty, tidy folks, we are back here today with episode 2 of the Noob Finishable series. Today is 5 Ronan by Kernkob. I was talking to Kern about this one, and I guess, who was it, Sandals or Two-Face, made a 4 Ronan track, probably for Ronan, and Kern then submitted this one 5 Ronan, because 5 is better than 4, obviously. I thought it was funny. So this one is another one, confirmed, Noob Finishable. It is very easy to sight read. This appears to be some of that old Kern magic, not that nonsensical new Kern stuff, you know. But there you go. First run, gotta finish. Easy peasy. Lemons and squeezies. And I like the deco on this one. It's simple and effective because it makes you kind of believe, you know, there's a little story behind the map. There's something going on, right? You're in a place with some stuff and there's some bugs. Granted, they might be terrifyingly big bugs, but there's some bugs nonetheless. They're simple little bugs. They're little fireflies. They're adorable. I did spend most of this lobby actually trying to get improvements, which is a very, very nice thing, right? One of the criteria for Noob Finishable is, can you finish it in a reasonable lobby time without grinding, without spending a bunch of time trying to get a finish on the map, which is normally what happens in like challenge maps or what have you. The fact that I got a finish on the first run, and then I spent the rest of the lobby trying to get improvements, says something to the quality of the level, right? Especially for a noob. All of the pros have gone to this not necessarily challenge maps, but they prefer harder maps that are finishable fairly easily by pros, but that require skill and prior knowledge of the game to get good or to improve times. And in some lobbies with pros, sometimes that's not always the best thing. It might end up scaring some noobs off. So the fact that this is a very, very friendly map. It's easy to finish. It's easy to play. Even if you have absolutely no idea what you're doing, it's fairly easy to read and to figure out where you need to go next. Good contrast on the pieces, etc., etc. I can go on. This isn't a review. This is the question of, is it Noob Finishable? I was going to cut this down and just show the first run and the first finish, which I might do for some other videos in this series, but I enjoyed this map quite a lot. This was a very, very entertaining, fun map to try and find improvements on. I'm not getting up there in, you know, pro level times because, again, I'm not a pro, and that's kind of the point of this series, is can a noob get a finish and still get kind of on the leaderboard at all, right? If you're down there, if you've got a 50-second map and you're getting a finish in 13 minutes, are you really going to be happy with that? Like, are you going to play the map again? Probably not. But if it's one of these where the pros get, you know, 4 seconds better in time than the noobs get, I think that's enough to keep me wanting to play it, wanting to continue and try to get better. And this is the kind of map where it can actually teach you quite a few things about how to take lines. That little curved wall piece there, where you go from the flat end of the wall ride. This half pipe section. Those are very good teaching elements to teach you how to do those elements, even when they're used in some stranger ways. And I like that. Kern does a very good job of incorporating elements into a lot of his maps that are very good at teaching you new things, or teaching you how to do something you already knew how to do in a slightly different way to get improvements somewhere else on the track, right? Maybe it saves you speed and you can take that higher jump, or you can take the faster loop, or whatever the case may be, right? A lot of Kern maps, I notice, tend to do this, where they're very good teaching tools. Maybe I should do it like a teaching series. This map taught me blank. That might not be a bad idea. I don't know. I didn't think I was going to talk this much through this map. I thought it was going to be, I was going to talk for a few minutes, tell you guys that it was finishable by a noob, and then I was just going to turn the music up and let you enjoy watching me fail sometimes and maybe get a finish sometimes. Like I said, most of this I spent actually trying to get improvements. A lot of it was that first kind of inner wall right there, trying to figure out what the best place to drop into it and then come back out of it was. I've concluded that for me and my skill level, wheel hook is probably the best. So as I continue to take submissions and record this Noob Finishable series, I have to pick a point at which I'm no longer a noob at some point, and maybe pass the torch to somebody else. But for now, while I still am a noob, the series is still fairly valid. I need to figure out kind of a good format for all of this so that we can have a good time together. Because I'm sure just watching game, listen to guy is probably not the most entertaining things you guys have seen today. But, yeah, you know, I'm working on it. Get off my back, will you? And as we near the end of the lobby, I think I will just leave you guys with the standard YouTube outro thing there. With a, if you liked it, don't forget to like it, subscribe it, and leave a comment down below. And actually, leave a comment down below. Let me know, you know, ideas that you might have, things you might want to see in improvements. You know, let me know what you think might be a cool thing to add to the series or something, because I can't think of it all. I'm dumb. But see, even that was a perfect example. Noobs can finish it. I scrubbed a bunch of speed right there in that last track section before the last turn down, and scrubbed a bunch of speed. So even if you get to that wall, if you can get to that wall even with very little speed, you will probably get a finish. So, you know, very noob friendly even. We'll see you in the next one.